back. So we have graphing 6.1, part 4. And we're going to complete the last section of our notes. And you do have a homework page. So the homework page looks pretty similar to the in-class notes page. So this one at the top says 6.1 in-class notes. The homework one does not say that. The homework one, let me see if I even have the homework one next to me here. Probably wouldn't, because that would just, make a lot of sense. No, I have it. Okay, I was just making fun of myself for no reason. So you can see that this one right here says 6.1 Graphing Systems in Class Notes. And then you have 6.1 Graphing Systems Homework. Now your homework is only a single front page, nothing too crazy, okay? So you would have a few of the plug and chugs, you got a couple graphing, actually more than a couple graphing, you have 4 graphs, and then you have a little draw and label what 3 things can happen when you graph 2 lines. So use your notes. So we covered that already in part 1 of these videos, 461. Okay, so let's tackle these with some gusto. We got this. I'm gonna do the top 3 just really, really quickly and see how you do. Now, I would suggest you try this by yourself before I go over it. Practice makes perfect. If I'm doing the thinking, I'm doing the learning. And I've learned this a long time ago. Dinosaurs still roam the planet. They didn't even invent paper yet. Just kidding, I'm not that old. Close. Okay, so I want you guys to try this. So you can pause the video and give them a try. Pause the video, give it a try. I don't wanna. Pause the video, give it a try. You can do it. Come on, try. TRY, man. TRY, you can TRY. Everyone can TRY. You might not be there YET yet, but if you TRY, you will get there. Gosh, those 3 little words, they're the awesomest. Okay, so welcome back. I hope you did pause the video. Let's see how you did on these 5 questions. I'm gonna do them this lickety-split and quick. Here we go. X, Y. So I'm gonna plug in X and I'm gonna plug in Y. So I have -1 plus 3 times 3 is 8. I have -1 plus 9 is 8. I have 9 take away 1 is 8. 8 equals 8. True that, man. And then I'm going to plug these yahoos in here. Anytime you have a number in front of the letter, use parentheses. It just helps your brain see it better. -3. We have -2. Go back 3 on the number line is a -5, which is true. -2, go back 3 more. So if you're on a number line and you're at -2 and you have to go back 3 more, 1, 2, 3, you would be, shenanigans, Teresa, you would be in fact at -5. Okay, so do a little math, maybe print out a number line at home or make your own that goes up to +20 and -20 if need be. Cool beans, that's a yes. That means that is in fact the intersection point of that given system. Cool, let's do the next one. Hope you got it right. So we have X, we got Y. Remember the X is always listed first and the Y is always listed second. So we have 4 times -2 plus 2 times -5 equals -18. We got -8. We got -10. If you go at -8, if you're at -8 at the number line and you go back 10 more, you are in fact at -18. And -18 does equal -18. So that one works, but we don't know if the whole system works yet. Remember, we have to try both. Now we have X, we have Y. So we have 2 times the -2 minus the -5. So be careful with that. There's a minus, and then you're plugging in a minus. So there's a double, and it's -9. Bloop, bloop. So I always tackle the double negatives right away. I want to get those done. I don't want to make a mistake. Ms. Miller knows herself well, and I know where I make my own mistakes. Like, I know how to tackle my own mistakes. And that's the best part about learning. You get to learn about where your strengths are and where your growth areas are, right? And if you're like, I always flub up my negatives. Okay, well that's just an area you need to work on. It's not an area you need to judge yourself about. You just found a work on area. Cool. Don't we all need to find those? We all need to find them. I don't care if you're 52 or 14. We all have areas of growth. So 5 take away 4 is 1. Nice. That's a big old, that's a nope. 1 is not the same as -9. So that's a yes, that's a no. Overall, no. That is not the answer to the system. That means if you graph these, that is not the intersection point. I do know that that point is on that line somewhere. because it came out to a truthful statement. So it's probably something like this. It's a random set of lines where that is a point just on that line only. It's not on the other line, okay? So it's probably this. And if I graphed one of these, I'm just making it up. So there's a point on one of them, but it's not the intersection point that I'm looking for. It's just a random given point that's on that line, but it's nowhere on the other line. Cool beans. So that's why it's a no. Let's tackle this last one. Oh, this one doesn't look too bad. Which means it's probably the harder one, because the more simple it is, the more it's out to get us. Be careful, okay? And again, that double negative. We got 3 equals 3. Heck yeah! That works, friends, okay? And then we're going to plug in x and y here. So we have 1 minus 2 equals negative 1, and that is truthful. So that's a big yes. Cool. Did you get those 3 right? Nice. Miss Miller, I missed one. Well, go back and fix it. We're learning. Sometimes learning is just kind of like, I hate to use this word, it's kind of ugly sometimes and messy, you know, because that's what learning is about. Don't be rough on yourself. Be kind to yourself in that moment. Like, hey, I'm learning something new. Look at me. I'm not giving up. You can do this. Okay, let's look at the last 2. Nice. Okay. I know something weird happens on this one, so I'm going to do this one last. Let's look at the B one. Talking too much. Okay, so I'm going to do the top one. That is a negative 1. My slope is up 3 to the right 1. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Perfect. My prediction is these will intersect somewhere because the slopes were different. You have a slope of 3 and you have a slope of invisible 1 or 1 over 1 because we know it needs to be a fraction, also known as a ratio. Throwing in a fancy word there, kids. Okay, I'm going to do the next one in blue. I don't see it, so it's an invisible one. But again, we need it to be a fraction. So we're going to go up 1 and to the right 1. And we're going to start at positive 1, because that's my starting point there. Positive 1. Up 1 over 1. Oh, well, that made it simple. I just found that intersection point immediately. We have one solution, because we have one intersection point. We need to find the one solution. We need to find the one intersection point. And that sucker's right there that I marked in green. And it looks like it's 1, 2. 1, 2. But how do we really know? How do we really know? We should plug it in, right? 1, 2. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 take away 1 is 2. Check. 1, 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. Check. I know for a fact that's the solution. That's kind of a good feeling, especially when it's like test day and you can do like a 5-second check. That's like the best feeling on the planet. Well, Miss Miller, what if I plug it in and it's wrong? That's a great feeling too. You're like, well, I just found something that's not the answer. I got to go back. Maybe I made the line go the wrong way. Maybe I did my slope incorrect. Do it again. Do it on a separate piece of paper. Why not? This guy is a beast. Beast. First thing I'm going to do is graph this top one. So I have a starting point of negative 1. Ooh, my slope's negative. I'm going to rise 2, but go to the left 1. Why? Why? Yep, because it's negative. And when we have a negative slope, our top number is the rise, and our bottom number is the run. I know that's different from a lot of ways that middle school teachers teach it, but I will be honest, my way makes more sense. Winning. Okay, so up 2, bloop, over 1. Up 2, over 1. Up 2, over 1. Up 2, over 1. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. You never knew that math was so jazzy, right? Woohoo! Okay, cool beans. Now, we have a little bit of a pickle on the second one because it is not set up for our success. In order to graph, we need to be y equals stuff. I got 4y equals stuff. Not working. So I'm going to grab this equation and write it right here. Hey, Y guy, who'd you invite over? Oh, I invited my friend 4. Yeah, he wasn't invited. Mom said nobody can come over. We've all been there. Okay, sorry, Mr. 4, you gotta go. Get out. What's the opposite of multiply? Right, divide. And whatever we do to one, we do it to the others. Perfect. Yes, we're getting it graphing form. Goodness. Negative, perfect. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Don't forget your x guy. Negative. 4 divided by 4 is 1. I'm having a deja vu moment. Do you see what I see? I swear to gosh, I've seen this guy before. Where have I seen him before? What the heckers? Lo mismo! They're the same! What the heck? I had y equals negative 2x minus 1, and I have another y equals negative 2x minus 1. They have the same slope. They have the same starting point because they are the same line. What the heck? Okay, so let me go graph it. I'm just going to play the game. Bloop, 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 bloop. Graph. Imagine it's beautiful. Use your imagination, just like SpongeBob says. Okay, so now we need to figure out how many solutions it has. Well, does it have one intersection point? Well, I see one right there. Does it have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Every single point on these is an intersection point. It has infinite solutions. Todo es un solution. All the solutions on the planet, if it's on this line, they all work. So we're going to say infinite solutions. Because there's not just one, there's all. Okay? Cool. Now remember, you do have a chapter test next Thursday, Friday. There are going to be 4 graphs on it. And 5-word problems. So you have to set up 5-word problems and solve 5-word problems. The purchase question, like the teacher one, the coin question, you have the adventure question, like you went on 2 hikes. You have the brain fart mixture question, where you're mixing 2 items together, and then you have an age question. You do have one of each. And every stinking video is on my YouTube channel, so you gotta get on there. You gotta check it out. I'm trending. Why am I not rich yet? What the heck? Have a great day, guys.